The story begins with a dark, ominous sky. Above Earth, a massive alien warship hovers silently, casting a shadow over the planet below. The ship's size is unimaginable, and its technology far surpasses anything humanity has ever seen. As it enters Earth's orbit, the tension builds. The air is thick with fear. The Galactic Council, a powerful alliance of alien species, has decided to conquer Earth. Their plan is simple: wipe out humanity and take control of the planet's resources. But the Council has a secret weapon, one that could change the entire outcome of the war. The weapon is not a laser cannon or a massive fleet, but an alien princess. She is the last of her kind, a powerful being with abilities that could turn the tide of battle in the Council's favor. Her genetic makeup is unmatched. She holds the key to unlocking unimaginable powers. But there is one problem. She's being held captive aboard this ship, deep in the heart of enemy territory. Far from Earth, the princess is locked inside a high-tech prison, shielded by force fields and guarded by the most advanced alien technologies. She is powerful but helpless, and the fate of the galaxy rests on her capture. Back on Earth, humanity is facing its most desperate hour. The planet's defense systems are outmatched, and even the most powerful armies of Earth can't stop the alien forces from advancing. But there is hope. One last hope. The Earth's leaders select a soldier for a top-secret mission, a mission that could determine the fate of humanity itself. Captain Alex is chosen. He's a seasoned warrior, known for his skills in combat, strategy, and leadership. But this mission will push him to his limits. He must infiltrate the alien warship, bypass its advanced cloaking technology, and rescue the princess before it's too late. As Alex prepares for the mission, he is briefed on the most dangerous part of the operation. The alien ship is equipped with cloaking technology, making it invisible to human detection. It's also protected by an army of robotic soldiers and advanced AI defense systems. Alex knows that if he fails, the Earth is doomed. The mission seems almost impossible. The stakes couldn't be higher. The fate of billions of lives rests on his ability to slip past the enemy undetected, free the princess, and escape before the entire fleet arrives to destroy Earth. Alex is given a sleek, stealth spacecraft, capable of evading the alien ship's detection. The ship is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, but it's still a dangerous mission. Every move must be calculated. Every second counts. As Alex boards the spacecraft, the weight of the mission presses down on him. His heart pounds, but his mind is focused. He has no choice but to succeed. There is no room for failure. As Alex enters the atmosphere of the alien ship, the tension increases. The enemy ship looms ahead, a massive structure with shimmering walls that seem to shift and change color, hiding its true form. The ship is a labyrinth of alien technology, and Alex must navigate it without alerting any of the guards or triggering the ship's automated defense systems. The journey inside the alien vessel feels like a game of cat and mouse. One mistake, and it could all be over. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, Alex reaches the chamber where the princess is held. It's a high-security area, filled with alien technology designed to contain her powers. The room is dark, with only the faint glow of force fields casting eerie light across the chamber. And then Alex sees her, the alien princess. She is tall, with glowing skin and an aura of immense power, but she is trapped inside a shimmering, impenetrable force field. Her eyes are filled with defiance, yet there is a sadness in them too. She may be the last of her kind, but she is not free. The princess has a reputation for being cold, untouchable, and proud. Legends say she has no weakness, that no one can reach her heart. But Alex can't help but feel a strange connection to her. There's something in her eyes that tells him she's more than the powerful, emotionless figure the stories describe. As Alex prepares to break the force field and release her, he senses that this mission is not just about saving the princess. It's about saving humanity from a war they may not survive. The princess holds the key, not just to their survival, but perhaps to an unexpected alliance between humans and aliens. As the tension grows, Alex takes a deep breath and steps forward. The countdown to Earth's destruction is ticking, and the fate of the princess and humanity rests in his hands. The audience feels the mounting suspense. Will Alex succeed in freeing the princess, or will the alien forces catch him before he can escape? The clock is ticking, and the fate of millions hangs in the balance. The tension is palpable as Alex faces the most difficult task of his life. The suspense builds, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats, eager to find out what happens next. The scene is set for a thrilling rescue, and the journey has just begun. Alex's mission inside the enemy ship becomes more dangerous with every step. The ship is filled with high-tech alien defenses, AI systems that can predict his movements, robots with deadly precision, and force fields that trap anyone who dares to approach. Alex knows he's facing overwhelming odds. The aliens have technology far beyond anything humanity could imagine, but Alex doesn't back down. He's human, and he has something the aliens don't: resourcefulness. As Alex sneaks through the dark, narrow corridors of the enemy ship, he relies on his instincts and quick thinking. Every step is a calculated risk. The AI systems are always watching, constantly analyzing his every move. But Alex has a plan. Using his military training, he hacks into the ship's security system and creates a brief window of vulnerability, just long enough to sneak past the robotic sentries guarding the next corridor. The tension builds as Alex narrowly avoids detection, his heart racing with every close call. He is human, a small, vulnerable figure in a massive alien ship, yet he's using his mind and courage to outsmart an enemy far stronger than him. But the stakes grow higher as Alex reaches the central chamber where the princess is being held. Just as he's about to breach the last barrier, a group of robotic soldiers spots him. A brutal firefight breaks out. Blaster shots fly, the sound of metal clashing against metal fills the air, and Alex fights back with everything he has. During the chaos, he's hit and wounded, but he doesn't stop. Pain courses through his body, but he presses forward, determined to complete his mission. In the midst of the fight, Alex has a flashback. He remembers his brother, a soldier who died in an alien raid on Earth. His brother's death was a devastating loss, one that has haunted Alex ever since. But now, with the princess' life hanging in the balance, Alex sees this mission as a chance for redemption. Saving the princess will be his way of honoring his brother's sacrifice and fighting for humanity's survival. Meanwhile, the princess suffers in her own way. She is trapped in the heart of the enemy ship, drained daily of her powers. The alien council uses her as a weapon, trying to break her spirit and control her abilities. She feels both like a prisoner and a weapon, powerful yet helpless. Despite the constant torture, the princess holds on to a small glimmer of hope. She knows that someone, maybe even a human, might come for her. She refuses to give up, holding on to the hope that help is coming. Her struggle mirrors Alex's own determination. Both are fighting against forces greater than themselves, but both refuse to back down. The audience can feel the emotional weight of their struggles, the personal stakes behind their fight. For Alex, this is about more than just saving the princess. It's about finding closure for the brother he lost and redeeming himself. For the princess, it's about surviving long enough to find freedom, even in the darkest of circumstances. As Alex moves closer to the princess, the fight intensifies. Every decision could mean the difference between life and death. The suspense builds, and the emotional stakes rise. The audience is hooked, eagerly waiting to see what will happen next, as the two characters move closer to a fate they can't yet see. The moment Alex finally reaches the princess's cell, he can't help but feel a brief flicker of hope. He's close to completing his mission, but that hope is short-lived. As soon as he unlocks the cell, the door slams open, and standing before him is the alien leader, an imposing figure flanked by his elite soldiers. They're ready to strike, and the odds now feel impossible. The tension spikes as the atmosphere becomes thick with the promise of a brutal showdown. The alien leader smirks, confident in the superiority of his forces and technology. Alex's heart races, but he knows there's no turning back now. He grabs the princess's hand, urging her to stay close. She looks at him, fear and uncertainty in her eyes. Her alien powers should be enough to help them escape, but something is wrong. Her abilities are unstable, flickering in and out of control. She's weak from the experiments, her strength not what it once was. With no time to waste, Alex and the princess are forced to rely on each other, each one bringing their strengths to the table. The alien soldiers charge, their weapons raised, but Alex fights back with everything he has. The close-quarters combat that ensues is nothing short of chaotic. Blaster shots ricochet off the walls, and Alex moves with precision, using his knowledge of hand-to-hand combat to take down one soldier after another. His body is bruised, but his will is unshaken. The princess, despite her instability, taps into her alien powers. She hurls energy blasts at their enemies, but they're wild and unpredictable. One blast misses and explodes against a wall, sending a shockwave that sends them both tumbling. The princess struggles to control her powers, but she doesn't give up. As they fight side by side, Alex sees something in her he hadn't before: strength, determination, and a burning desire for freedom. They make a great team, moving like one unit. Alex covers her, keeping the enemy distracted, while she takes down soldiers from behind with her unstable energy blasts. Their combined efforts are enough to push back the alien soldiers, but it's not enough to escape unscathed. Just as they think they've made a break for it, the alien leader charges at them, his massive form barreling down the hallway. He's no ordinary alien, his strength is unmatched. A tense standoff ensues, each side trying to outmaneuver the other. The hallway is alive with sparks and flashes of light as the two struggle for control. The sounds of laser blasts and crashing metal fill the air, adding to the intensity of the fight. Alex's breathing is ragged, but he refuses to give up. He knows that this is their only chance. With one last desperate move, he grabs a nearby weapon, a plasma grenade, and throws it towards the alien leader. The explosion sends a shockwave through the hallway, knocking the leader back and momentarily stunning him. This brief window of opportunity is enough for Alex and the princess to break free. They escape into the next chamber, breathless and bloodied, but alive. The fight has only just begun, but they've made it past the first major obstacle. As they take a moment to catch their breath, Alex can't help but look at the princess. She's not just a powerful alien princess anymore. She's a fighter, a teammate, and maybe, just maybe, someone he could trust. The vivid details of the battle, the flashes of laser fire, the explosive sounds, the sparks flying from robotic soldiers as they fall, create a cinematic image for the audience. The intensity of the action, the tight quarters, and the relentless assault of the alien forces keep the tension high. The teamwork between Alex and the princess is the key to their survival, showing how human determination and alien power can combine to overcome even the most impossible odds. As they pause to regroup, the audience feels the weight of what's next. They've escaped the first wave, but there's no time to rest. The real danger is still ahead. The turning point has arrived, and they must face whatever comes next. Together. The escape pods are within reach. Alex and the princess have fought through hell, and the finish line is finally in sight. But as they race through the narrow corridors of the alien ship, the ground trembles beneath their feet. Suddenly, the alarms blare, loud and shrill, echoing through the metallic halls. The ship's AI system announces a chilling message: self-destruct sequence initiated. Countdown begins. 5 minutes. The countdown starts, and a surge of panic washes over Alex. There's no time to waste. The Alien Council is relentless, and they've activated the ship's final defense. As the clock ticks down, Alex and the princess push forward, running toward the escape pods with all their might. But they're not alone. Hordes of alien soldiers flood the hallways, determined to stop them. Every corner they turn, more enemies appear, their weapons raised, ready to kill. The fight becomes a blur of chaos. Laser fire, explosions, and the screeching of metal as the ship begins to tear apart. Alex is focused, moving with precision, using every bit of his training to fight off the enemy forces. The princess, now more confident in her abilities, uses her unstable alien powers to help, but it's still a struggle. Her blasts of energy are erratic and she can barely control them, but she's determined to help Alex. Together they fight tooth and nail, narrowly avoiding death at every turn, knowing that if they don't escape now, humanity's last hope will be lost. But as the countdown nears its final moments, they reach the escape pods, only to find that more soldiers stand in their way. Alex knows they won't make it out unless someone buys them time. With a determined look in his eyes, he turns to the princess and says, "Go, I'll hold them off." She protests, but Alex's mind is made up. The princess hesitates, but Alex pushes her into one of the pods, sealing the hatch. He tells her to leave, to go back to Earth, and warn them of what's coming. Alex turns to face the soldiers, knowing that this could be the end. He fights with everything he has, buying the princess enough time to escape. As the ship's self-destruct timer reaches its final seconds, Alex makes one last stand, holding off the soldiers even as they close in on him. With the ship about to explode, Alex hits a hidden switch on his suit, activating a cloaking device that renders him invisible to the enemy's radar. The princess watches from her escape pod, heart pounding in her chest. She sees Alex disappear into thin air just as the ship's countdown hits 0. A massive explosion shakes the entire vessel, lighting up the dark expanse of space. The princess's eyes fill with tears, the shock of losing Alex weighing heavily on her heart. The ship's wreckage is illuminated by the explosion, leaving only a cloud of debris behind. But was Alex truly lost? The last thing the audience sees is the explosion lighting up the sky, leaving a cliffhanger that asks, is Alex dead? Or did he survive? The tension is palpable as the story ends on a note of uncertainty, leaving the audience eagerly awaiting the next part of the story. Will Alex's sacrifice be in vain, or has he somehow managed to survive against all odds? The wreckage of the alien warship drifts silently through space, its once mighty structure now reduced to twisted metal and scattered debris. The princess, battered but alive, emerges from the wreckage, her survival a miracle. With the self-destruct sequence destroying the ship, she crash lands on an uninhabited planet, her only company the vast, desolate landscape around her. Despite everything that has happened, she's still alive. Her alien powers, though unstable, help her survive the harsh conditions. Determined to fulfill her promise, the princess manages to repair her communication device, sending a signal back to Earth. With shaking hands, she transmits a warning to humanity. The alien council is still out there. The war is not over, but there is hope. We will fight. The message carries her strength, a message of defiance and determination. Earth's leaders receive her transmission, and hope spreads through humanity once more. Back on Earth, the people are ready. The princess's survival has given them the will to keep fighting, and they begin to organize, preparing for the inevitable war ahead. Yet even as they do, there's still a mystery hanging in the air. What happened to Captain Alex? The answer comes in the form of a hidden signal. A faint transmission from the wreckage of the alien ship makes its way to Earth, carrying Alex's voice. He survived. The cloaking device worked. He's alive, but alone, stranded on the same planet where the princess crash-landed. Using his wits and skills, Alex has managed to escape certain death. As the transmission reaches Earth, the people realize that not only has Alex survived, but he's also the living proof of humanity's resolve. He has become a symbol of hope, embodying the spirit of the human race. A reminder that even in the face of impossible odds, humanity will never give up. The princess, now back on her feet, hears the message from Alex. She smiles softly, knowing they have both survived the impossible. Together, they will be the leaders humanity needs. They are ready to face the coming storm. They vow to protect Earth and its future from the alien council's tyranny. Their journey is far from over, but they are no longer alone in the fight. In the final moments, we see Alex and the princess standing side by side, looking out over the horizon of the desolate planet. In the distance, the first of humanity's ships emerges from the shadows, glinting in the light of the distant stars. The sky above Earth is filled with hope, and humanity's spirit burns brighter than ever. The final visual captures the two figures silhouetted against the stars, united in purpose. The fight is just beginning, but with Alex and the princess together, the odds no longer seem insurmountable. Humanity's victory is only the beginning of a new era,